Hello, Jen here, and I have a layout for day 2 of Miranda and Lisa's Christmas Memories YouTube hop. This is a 12-day long hop. Each day has a prompt to help kind of motivate you and encourage you to pull out some of your Christmas photos and create some Christmas layouts. And they have a ton of people joining them. So Lisa and Miranda are doing a layout every day. And then each day you're going to have to check in the links down below to see who might be joining them. So tons and tons of inspiration. Lots of amazingly talented scrappers are playing along. And I absolutely love having prompts, especially in December, especially in those busy times, those busy months, which December really is. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I feel like December is just one of those times of year where things are wrapping up and there's a rush to it, there's a busyness to it, and so it's really nice when a little bit of the thinking can be taken out of your scrapbooking. And I have to admit, it might be a little bit busier this year for us than it has been for a while, because we have a new little guy with us, but I've also lost my scrapbooking area. When we adopted the boys, we needed my scrapbooking room, so I completely lost my room and I just moved to this little table in our living room. But now with a little guy who's almost ready to walk and little hands grabbing all over, I've even lost that area. So not only is it an extra busy time of year where I'm crunched for actual scrapping time, I'm also kind of crunched for actual scrapping space. So you can see it's dark, I'm scrapping late at night, I'm in kind of this confined little area, and sometimes that can be a bit overwhelming, and so it's really nice to have those prompts to kind of guide me a little bit so I don't end up just sitting at this table staring at a blank piece of cardstock wondering what I'm going to do. So yes, I definitely appreciate prompts, and you can take them super literally, or you can, kind of just take a general idea from them and then run with it in your own direction. It's totally up to you. I like this prompt. It's Christmas past. That's what day 2 is. And I did think originally that I would probably try to find a picture from my own past when I was little, but my mom actually has all of those photos still, and my grandma has them. They haven't quite passed them down to me yet. So instead I decided to just go to a photo from a little bit more recent past. So this is a photo from 2012 when we were still just a small family of 3, and it was just kind of nice to take a second to remember those times, remember what it was like when we first moved to Alberta. We were just this small family of 3. We hadn't really started any adoption talk at that point. So yeah, it's just, looking back and seeing what it was like back then versus now. We're a family of 6. We've grown quite a bit, and we just had our family photos, our Santa family photos, and I actually, when I booked them, didn't know that we were going to have an extra little guy with us. So, just thinking back even a month ago, we were a family of 5, and now suddenly we're a family of 6. So it was just kind of nice to reminisce and think about those things. So this doesn't necessarily have to be something that prompts you to go way back into your past. It could just be last year, even thinking about the difference between kind of this COVID Christmas and Christmases before that, and maybe some of the traditions that you've had to change or alter to kind of work with whatever lockdowns or regulations you might have to follow. So whatever you feel inspired to scrap, that's what you can do. So for me, it was just thinking about how our family has changed, and it was really nice to to do that a little bit and have those memories. Because sometimes when I print out a whole bunch of pictures and then I kind of put them away, and then the next year when I have the intention of maybe going back and scrapping them, I've got new pictures, and so I forget. So, you know, I'm sure all of you guys do too. You just have these piles of photos that you don't always go through and you don't always remember that you have. So this is definitely a nice one, being able to go back and look at old photos from Christmas past. So my layout is super, super simple. Like I said, I'm on a time crunch and a space crunch, so I'm really challenging myself this year to just use up my stash, use up the things that are on my desk, and when I've kind of used up most of these little stickers and stuff, I'll just pull out a bunch of new things and work to use those up. So I'm working with a piece of paper that had a bunch of tags on it. It's I think it's called Cozy Cottage Christmas, or just Cottage Christmas. It was one of the Hot Buy paper pads from Michael's, and so it kind of has a little bit of a vintagey, outdoorsy feel to it, and it kind of has a snowman theme to it. So just really cute, classic Christmas colors, that kind of thing. So I pulled off one of the papers and cut out those tags that you see. I did a little bit of mixed media using some bubble wrap. I just wanted a different texture in the background. So I love my smushing technique, and I love, you know, splattering and stuff like that. But it's kind of fun sometimes when you maybe don't have a lot of time to play around and build a lot of texture, to just, you know, do something a little bit fun or a little bit quirky or different. And there is tons of texture in that background now from just smushing some bubble wrap into the back. When you're using red and green though, remember, I used red first, make sure it's completely dry, then come back to it and add your green. But by using the bubble wrap, you actually get a lot of texture without a lot of moisture. You don't have to have a ton of water, so it dries really quickly. And then I just put the tags across the sides. I have a doily that I put in there. I just love that kind of classic doily look. I outlined it with a gold pen because I felt like it was blending a little bit too much into the background. And then you can see I layered up my little tags, and I added some cute little chipboard stickers, and my title just says Hello Santa. And that's it. That's my layout. It was super quick, super simple, but I love it. I think it looks really nice, and it's another one done, so I'm pretty proud of myself. So please go check out the links down below so you can see who's playing along today. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Until tomorrow, happy scrapping. Bye.